The 2024 NASCAR season has been one of the most talked about in recent history, and much of the attention is centered on the Martinsville race. NASCAR has always been a sport that thrives on speed, drama, and a hint of unpredictability. The 2024 NASCAR season, especially the Martinsville race, delivered all of these in abundance, but it also brought a storm of controversy. At the center of the debate was Denny Hamlin, a seasoned driver for Joe Gibbs Racing. So be ready, because in today's episode, we will peel every single layer of this competition while ensuring the safety and trust of everyone involved. The Martinsville race was one of the most critical events leading up to the Championship 4. Drivers and teams were desperate to secure their spots, and tensions were high. Christopher Bell, Hamlin's teammate, found himself in a particularly tight situation. With only a few laps to go, Bell attempted a daring maneuver reminiscent of Ross Chastain's famous Hail Melon from a previous season. He rode the wall at full speed, hoping to gain the positions he needed to advance. But NASCAR officials were quick to act, penalizing Bell for what they called a safety violation. The penalty effectively ended Bell's chances of making it to the Championship 4. Hamlin addressed this on his podcast, sharing his thoughts on the penalty and its implications. While he agreed that NASCAR had valid safety concerns, he felt that such a harsh penalty discouraged the bold moves that make NASCAR exciting.
I think they made the right call. I don't like it, but they wanted to avoid us wall riding on last laps to either gain or defend positions, and Bell didn't have to do it. There was probably a little bit of panic in the moment because you're thinking, he just shifted into turn 3 to try to, or try to get past the 23 in a panic, right? Because 23's got issues and has been falling back the last few laps. He sees them, he's catching them quickly, he knows he needs a spot. So he drives in there really deep, washes up, gets out of control, gets in the marbles. And I can't emphasize enough, once you get outside the concrete there and into the asphalt, you saw how dirty the cars were right after the race.
Hamlin didn't stop at Bell's penalty. He went on to discuss other questionable moments from the race, including what he described as a possible race manipulation. He pointed out that Ross Chastain and Austin Dillon, both driving Chevrolets, appeared to block other competitors to protect their teammate William Byron's position. This move ensured Byron spotted the Championship 4, raising eyebrows among fans and analysts. At the same time, Bubba Wallace, driving for Toyota, seemed to slow down inexplicably, allowing Bell to pass him in the final laps. Hamlin speculated that Wallace's actions might have also been a part of a coordinated strategy.
I don't know what was wrong with the 23 car. I'm not at the shop. It's Monday morning early. I know that NASCAR inspected it after the race, which is unusual for the 19th place car, 18th place car to get inspected, but they're going to make sure that what they heard on the audio from Bubba is factual, right? So they're going to look at all that stuff, certainly. But if everything, I think, plays out 100% natural between all the cars and everything, I think the 24 is out. The question still is, what do you do about it? And I just don't know what you can do about it other than, take manufacturer points away. Because they care about it.
Hamlin's criticisms also extended beyond the Martinsville race itself. He also took aim at NASCAR's rulebook, which he believes is plagued by vague and inconsistent language. This lack of clarity, he argued, leads to confusion and subjective enforcement of rules. Hamlin compared Bell's penalty to a loose tire violation, which NASCAR's Vice President of Competition, Elton Sawyer, described as a black and white issue.
Yeah, Elton said it was basically equivalent of loose tire, tire rolling down the track, and so it's a penalty and it's black and white, so you can't appeal that.
That's not true. Okay, I don't agree with that. A tire rolling across the track means a wheel is off, right? That is a definite thing. This was a tire wobbling in the wheel well. Again, they put such vague wording in their rules. It's what allows these instances to come up where they are always in these situations. Well, how are they going to interpret their rule this week, right? There's not enough clean, defined rules in that rule book because they just leave it open for themselves to do what they want or feel is right.
The playoff system also came under fire from Hamlin. He's long been a critic of the current format, which he believes places too much emphasis on short-term wins and not enough on season-long performance. According to Hamlin, the playoff structure unfairly penalizes drivers who consistently perform well but fail to secure wins at crucial moments. He cited Kyle Larson as a prime example. Larson, one of the most dominant drivers of the season, led in nearly every statistical category, including laps led and races won. Yet due to the playoff system, Larson was eliminated from championship contention, a situation Hamlin described as deeply flawed.
There's a minimum standard in which you had to have to get in the playoffs to begin with. And our standards have lowered the standards over the years, right? It used to be 10, then they moved it to 12, then they moved to 16. They just keep moving the bar lower and lower to be part of it. And now it's just win and you're in the playoffs. Harrison Burton got in Daytona on a super speedway race. Went from 30-something in points to 16th that quick.
The controversy surrounding the Martinsville race also showed broader issues within NASCAR. For example, 23XI Racing has found itself in the spotlight for several reasons. The team, which fields drivers Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick, has faced criticism for its performance and management. While Reddick won the 2024 Cup regular season championship and made it to the Championship 4, Wallace failed to make the playoffs for the 6th time in 7 seasons. We have questioned whether Wallace is the right fit for the team, especially given Reddick's success. Wallace's struggles have not gone unnoticed. He missed the playoffs after a series of unfortunate incidents, including a crash at Darlington that dashed his hopes. Critics have accused Wallace of failing to take responsibility for his mistakes, with some fans even calling for his replacement. Despite this, Wallace remains a polarizing figure with a mix of supporters and detractors. 23XI Racing is also involved in a legal battle with NASCAR, along with Front Row Motorsports. The two teams have filed a complaint alleging that NASCAR's actions violate antitrust laws. They sought a preliminary injunction to ensure their participation as chartered teams in 2025, but the request was denied. However, the court did agree to expedite discovery, allowing for the case to move forward more quickly. Hamlin has been vocal about the challenges facing 23XI Racing, both on and off the track. He acknowledged the financial and emotional investment he has made in the sport and expressed hope that the legal dispute can be resolved in a fair and equitable manner. NASCAR, for its part, has remained tight-lipped about the case, citing ongoing litigation as the reason for its silence. The controversy surrounding the Martinsville race and the broader issues within NASCAR have sparked important conversations about the future of the sport. Fans and drivers alike are calling for greater transparency, consistency, and fairness. While the Martinsville race may be remembered for its drama and controversy, it's also showed the need for meaningful change in NASCAR. From clearer rules and a more balanced playoff system to addressing concerns about race manipulation, there's much work to be done to restore trust and excitement in the sport. Don't forget to comment down your thoughts on this. And to see more upcoming updates in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well.